All right, guys, as you can see, I'm at the driving range. I've been missing in action, I know, but I've been on injured reserve. Sprained my wrist, I hurt my ankle. I haven't hit a ball in a very long time. I would say maybe 2 months. So I actually have so yeah, I'm gonna try to hit these balls that represents 18 holes. Obviously, I'm not gonna be walking around and stuff like that, but I gotta make sure I'm good to go because I have a trip coming up. All right, guys, peace. Not bad. You gotta get it.
I hit it again.
Nice. You gotta get it off the ground though. But good shot, buddy. So, guys, I made it back home from the driving range, and I just want to go over what has been going on with Kev1 in regards to injuries. So, as you guys know, I bought a BMW 1250 RT, and while I was putting it in the garage, as I applied the brake, my garage is actually pretty slippery, so the back wheel slid out as I was trying to hold the bike up. I sprained my wrist. So I was trying to prevent it from falling. 615 pounds on these weak arms is not going to happen. So I ended up wearing this, which, was giving me some support for my wrist. So I wore this maybe 2 weeks, and it wasn't too bad. The second injury was really bad. So basically, I was, just like moving back and forth, trying to prevent my wife from leaving the room, just playing around. And I had this sensation of like a shock going through my ankle. I would say maybe a couple of weeks prior. It was like subtle, but I was like, I've never felt that before. It was like an electric shock going through the inside of my right ankle. So, I didn't really think anything of it. It didn't really affect my game or anything in regards to golf. So, I thought it was just like some kind of fluke thing. But that day, I was like messing around with the wife. The pain was like extreme to where I was like yelling like, oh, like, whoa. It was like spurts, like it was sporadic. And I didn't know what it was. So I had to call out sick that day from work. And I did an x-ray when I went to the doctor. And they said there's a lot of inflammation in that area, as well as a bone spur on my heel, which I knew. I have bone spurs in both my feet. And the doctor said, she's going to prescribe me some pain meds, and then I'm going to have to see a podiatrist. But unfortunately, in my area, my podiatrist wasn't available for like a month out. So I ended up finding another podiatrist in the area, really good reviews. And I went to him, and he did another x-ray on my foot, and he basically said the same thing. I have a lot of inflammation in the ankle. I basically need to just chill, like I can't really move that much. I have to keep the foot stable so that my ankle doesn't move back and forth and up and down. So, I forgot to tell you guys this. So that day, which was a Thursday, that pain was in my ankle. I told my wife, I said, maybe it'll go away, So it kind of like subsided. It wasn't that bad. So I actually started to drive to work and pressing down the pedal, brake, the pain just came back. I hardly was able to get back home. So that's when I called out from work. I called out from work, and then I went to the doctor. So anyway, fast forward. The podiatrist suggested I wear this boot. So he suggested I wear this boot for a while. It actually has a little pump where you guys can hear it. It has a pump where it'll secure my foot in there more securely. And he said, yeah, you have to wear this every day. And most likely I would probably have to go on light duty at work and all this other stuff. And I said, well, let's have a compromise because I can't really go on light duty. I'm able to perform my duties at work, but we basically came to a compromise. So I ended up wearing a brace at my job, which this is the brace. So it's, it's plastic or whatever. It didn't, I was able to keep it fairly stable, and my foot wasn't able to go, back and forth like this. Wasn't able to go back and forth. So I did that for a long time. I wore the boot when I was home and I wasn't working. The ankle brace I wore when I was at work because if I went to light duty, I would most likely have my days changed, and yeah, that wouldn't have been a good deal. My wife works weekends, and yeah, that would have sucked. So I toughed it out, and I got through it. So I haven't really had pain in my ankle for, I want to say, a good 15 days. So I decided I have this big trip coming up. It's a golf trip. I'm not going to mention where or anything. It's a surprise. And there's a lot of money invested in this trip. So I wanted to make sure I can actually play without any pain. I can deal with the pain later on, maybe a little bit of pain, but not like extreme pain. That's why I went to the driving range today. I hit probably about 75 balls, 74 balls, and I may try to play 9 holes this upcoming weekend. So I just want to give you guys a heads up what's been going on with Kev One. I know I haven't posted anything in a long time, and I don't want you guys to worry or anything. I know there's a lot of people that follow my channel that care about me and stuff like that, and I appreciate all you guys for checking me out and subscribing and commenting and all that good stuff. So I just want to give you guys a heads up. I didn't want this to be super long, and there's going to be some pretty cool stuff coming up. Some more guests that you guys, never seen before, and there's going to be some guests that you are obviously aware of that we played before. So, with that being said, I want to thank my wife, amazing wife, best friend. I also want to thank my sons for helping me out, getting me icing my ankle down and stuff like that. They've been a great help. And I also want to thank you guys for being patient with me and following my channel. So I appreciate it, guys. We're shooting for 5,000 subscribers. Peace, guys.